Hi everyone, welcome to my late edition of Showcase Sunday. I'm trying again this whole vlog thing. Last time I tried it, for whatever reason it didn't upload. I'm going to try to do it a different way this time. So today I have a lot of books. I've kind of been hoarding a little bit to be able to show you. Of course, I don't hoard books. I don't have 260 something unread books in my house right now. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry if I look a little tired. True Blood last night. That's all I've got to say. So I'm going to start with some books that I got this week. Last week I got from Lavinia at In Bed with Books. I got Rift by Andrea Kremer. I'm very excited for this. I haven't read Nightshade, but after she told me that they kind of exist separately from each other, I'm excited for that, and I'm going to be reading that next. It comes out in August. Sometimes it tells you what day in August, but I don't believe this one does. No, just August. So this will be out in August. And she also sent me Violins of Autumn, which is a lot like the Bess Crawford kind of thing, except that she's an actual spy. I read Bess Crawford a few weeks ago, but this is about a young woman who, Adele, who parachutes into German-occupied France to join the secret resistance movement. So, love World War II, very excited for this. Can't wait to read it. Also reminds me of the Susan Elliott McNeill Maggie Hope books, except like younger. So I don't know. Also, a book that I've been excited to get my hands on from Miss Lavinia is Guilt by Catherine Longshore. As you know, I love my historical fiction. I love Henry VIII. And I can't wait to read this. I'm interested to see how they approach sex in this book because it is young adult, and Catherine Howard was a strumpet and just had sex with everyone even though she was married to the king. And she had sex from a young age, and I'm not sure what the time frame it covers, if it's going to cover from when she's younger until she's older, and then, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm very excited about it. Yes. And I hear that this is the first in her series on the court of Henry VIII, which makes me even more excited. So, can't wait for that. My mom picked up from her store, she bought it for me, The Girl in the Steel Corset by Katie Cross. I got her second book, The Girl in the Clockwork Collar, while I was at BEA. And I hadn't read the first one. And because she was doing the Harlequin Teen Hour signing, and so I was like, okay, I might as well check this out. Very excited. And I really loved Katie Cross. She was really nice. She had her bubblegum pink hair, and she had crowns on. And I was like, oh, I'm all about crowns. I'm the paperback princess. So it was very exciting. Next up that my mom got from her store as an advanced reader hardcover is Jennifer Weiner's The Next Best Thing. This is Jennifer Weiner's new book. As you know, I met Jennifer Weiner, and here's the fancy letter from Atria Books. I met Jennifer Weiner at BBC, which is the book blogger conference. She was really nice, really funny. I haven't read any of her books before, so I'm excited to read this and the book that I got at BBC by her. Excuse me. Next up, also from my mom brought home from her store, is And When She Was Good by Laura Lippman. Love Laura Lippman and her whole thriller thing. I read a book by her last summer, and I loved it, and it was very interesting, had me on, the edge of my seat the whole time. So I'm excited to read this one. This one's about a madam So I'm excited to see how that one goes, madam. Next up, I got from Houghton Mifflin Harcourt Kids. I really wanted to get The Broken Lands by Kate Milford at BEA, and they did not have any on hand. And I asked 2 days in a row, thinking maybe on the last day they would have the book in stock, and they didn't. So she said, just tweet at me, and one of the girls there said, just tweet at HMH and HMH Kids, and we'll be able to send it to you. And they've got some really nice maps and illustrations in here. Really excited for this. Yeah, so there's that. And then I also got Scorched by Gina D'Amico. I won her competition during the Yamazing race, and I won a book plate for Croak and a little scythe, and I'm really excited to get to put my book plate in my book because it's signed and it would be nice and interesting. Because what else are you really supposed to do with book plates? And next up is The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell. This is by Chris Colfer. I actually got this at BEA, and then my friend had asked me to get it for her, and she was coming to BEA, and she hadn't gotten it on Wednesday. I was like, okay, I'll get it for you for Thursday, and I'll get it for you. And then on Thursday, she wound up getting her own copy. But I had already given her my copy, and I was like, okay, well, just give me my copy back. And I finally got it back a month later. Some really awesome illustrations. I'm excited to see what Mr. Colfer has up his sleeve. Those of you that don't know, Chris Colfer is Kurt on Glee. I don't watch the show, but it sounds really interesting. I love my fairy tales. I love my new takes on fairy tales, so very excited about this. I won, which is very exciting for me. Team Human had a Twitter chat, and I took part in it after my friend Crystal told me, hey, you should go do this. So I was like, okay, I'll go ask a question. And I asked who came up with the title because I love when titles are funny and fitting, and Team Human is definitely funny and fitting and interesting. And they were randomly giving out copies of this book. This is hardcover. They were randomly giving out copies of this book when you asked questions, and my question happened to be selected to win a book. My mom's already started reading it. She's not very far. I really need to get used to this camera thing. She's not very far, but that's by Justine Lara Balestier and Sarah Reese Brennan. I'm really sorry if I butchered your last name. But Justine is married to Scott Westerfield, who actually came up with the name of the book, which is very exciting. So really awesome, and I can't wait to read that. That is already in stores, so if you're interested in it and you haven't heard about it before, go check it out. And last but not least of my new swag is from Bailey at IB Book Blogging. Oh, I totally get it now. Okay, anyway, so she was kind enough. She went to ALA Annual just a few weeks ago, and she brought me home. Well, she didn't bring it home specifically for me, but she sent me Poison by Bridget Zinn. Really excited to read this. Love the idea of an enchanted piglet. Love my piglets. Really excited to read this. This doesn't come out till March 2013. So I can't wait to read this. Poison darts, kings, princes, princesses. Very exciting. And she also sent me Beta by Rachel Cohn, which I just think is a beautiful book. And if I was Rachel Cohn, I would just have this framed in my house because this is just beautiful. Really excited. Created in the laboratory. Comes out in October. So I can't wait to get started to read this. Actually, Poison kind of made me wonder. When books are, like, do they publish multiple editions of arcs? So would my arc be different from your arc of Poison if you got it in, say, December, and mine is from June? So I was wondering, anybody know the answer? Just one of my random curiosities. Because obviously they're going to go through and they're going to edit more things, and yeah, so, All right, so that's all of the books that I've gotten in the last week. I decided I'm going to do a little, oh, that's a lie. That's such a lie, and I don't know why I forgot this book. Vestige by Deb Hanrahan. Deb Hanrahan kindly sent this to me and signed it. Signed it. She signed it for me, and I'm really excited to get to read this because emergency alert system, that just kind of pulled me in. Basically, people are going missing, but don't bother telling the police because they're short-staffed because, oh, that's right, they're going missing too. Can't wait to read it, really. It's one of my up next books, which is actually what I'm getting to. I'm going to be doing a up next kind of thing on what I'm going to be reading next. Currently, I am reading The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. That's an audiobook that I'm listening to and crying to listening to in the shower. Almost done with that. And I'm also reading The End of Normal by Stephanie Mac Madoff. If you don't know anything about the Madoffs, you should go Google that. Kind of a big deal. But basically, she's writing her memoir about after her husband killed himself. Very sad books right now. It's really bringing me down, actually. So I need some happy books. And I need to do that soon. But that's what I'm currently reading. Up next is from the library, Percy Jackson. The first Percy Jackson book, which I don't, and The Lightning Thief, something like that. I don't have it in front of me. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but now I am. So Percy Jackson is up next. I got it from the library. I need to do it in like a week. Also up next is another blog tour, is Flight from Berlin by David John. This is about the Berlin Olympics in 1936. Very excited about this. I'm doing this for TLC Tours, who I love, and they've been so good to me. So really, can't wait to start reading this one. Again, historical fiction. What else is new? Also from the library is Vanish by Sophie Jordan. I read Firelight in May, and now I really need to read Vanish so I can read Hidden, which comes out next month. No, September 11th. Comes out on September 11th. So these are up next. Love these covers. Love these really scary looking girls. Really like her more than her, but you know. I'm really excited to read these books. My mom read them and loved them. My mom actually read Hidden in like 4 hours. I woke up one morning and she hadn't read it, and I woke up and she's sitting by our pool. She's like almost done with it, and I was like, oh, good book, comma. So that's what's upcoming next, and I also have upcoming Amelia Ann is Dead and Gone by Kat Rosenfield. Excited for this. Not sure what to expect yet. Really excited for it, though. This is already out in store, so you guys should go get your copy. Oops, my computer. And also by Jodi Lynn Anderson is Tiger Lily. If you saw my Twitter, I posted a picture of me and a tiger lily with Tiger Lily, except it's just the book and the yeah, okay. So that's what I got this week and a little bit of last week. I had a wedding last weekend, so I didn't want to do this, but now I have lots of books. Too many books. No such thing. No such thing as too many books. I should be doing this next week also because I should be getting lots more books in the mail this week. So tell me, what did you get? And post links, because I kind of book shop through this, and it's really awesome. No NetGalley this week. I didn't do any NetGalley, and the audiobook Sync, if you haven't checked that out, that's really cool. It's free audiobooks this week. I don't really like the options. It's a guidebook, and something else, a classic that I'm really not interested in. But last week I did get Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendare Blake. And I plan on getting the book next week, I believe. So if you haven't checked that out, just Google Audiobook Sync. It's free audiobooks for the summer. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't find out until so late, but really exciting. So please post links. Thanks, guys!